In 2003, Free Staters decided New Hampshire, with its 400 state representatives, would be easiest to take over and transform into their libertarian homeland.
This photo is from Free Staters' annual Pork Fest a few years ago. Free Staters include everyone from organic farmers to techies to small business folks. Some are Christian nationalists. Some are just socially lost, looking for something to belong to.
New Hampshire residents may only have heard of Free Staters from the book A Libertarian Walks into a Bear, or from this Boston Globe article that treats them as a harmless, clothing-optional cult.
Drugs okay, healthcare private and for profit.
Maybe parents do a great job educating their kids. Maybe they teach them white supremacy. Maybe they teach them nothing at all.
They want no building codes, no zoning, no local control over where electricity and water-intensive data centers can be built. Property owners have the right to do anything they please on their land.
That should all be up to the sovereign individual. No one should have any responsibility to pay taxes for schools, road maintenance, EMTs, parks, nursing homes, or any other public services.
Some of the leaders you've heard of. Lily Tang Williams, candidate for Congress. Greg Moore, you see in his current position as director of Koch's Americans for Prosperity, New Hampshire, proudly supporting the Citizens United decision. Back in 2011, Moore was chief of staff of the New Hampshire House. Jason Osborne is the New Hampshire House Majority Leader, now running for Speaker. You'll hear more about his pressing the Free State agenda in more radical directions shortly. And we can't forget Free State founder Jason Sorens. He's been a fellow with the Koch's Mercatus Center at George Mason University since 2008. In 2018, the Kochs donated $1 million to St. Anselm's College. Then St. Anselm's hired Sorens to direct their Center for Ethics in Society.
Sean Faber runs the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance PAC. The Liberty Alliance PAC is the political arm of the Free State Project. They rank legislators according to their votes on liberty bills, primarily the ones who don't follow in lockstep and support ones who do, to give you an idea of their priorities.
They named Kristen Noble Legislator of the Year. Kristen Noble chairs the New Hampshire House Education Policy Committee. She recently gained national media attention for posting that she is looking forward to segregating the schools.
The Liberty Alliance PAC run by Faber is what allows the Free State Project to claim that it is non-political for tax purposes. But here the Free State Project explains that the people they invite to move here work for their aligned political groups, including the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance PAC and the Koch's Americans for Prosperity PAC. I'm pointing out this admission in their own newsletter that they're affiliated with Koch's Americans for Prosperity, so you don't think that the rest of this is just another conspiracy theory.
The canvassers in this photo were paid by Americans for Prosperity. But the AFP is not the only billionaire group that helps in New Hampshire. Another billionaire-funded group out of Texas, called Young Americans for Liberty, runs a national training program to teach state candidates to vote libertarian. You may recognize some of the people here. Most states send 1, 2, or 3 people. In 2022, New Hampshire sent 94. In 2024, the Young Americans for Liberty spent $1 million to put Free State and Liberty Alliance voting candidates into the New Hampshire legislature. You can see some of the 71 they supported here.
Kelly Ayotte saw where the money was and sought the support of Free State and Liberty Alliance leaders in the 2024 election. Here you see her with 2 Free Stater couples. On our left is Rachel Goldsmith, the Hillsborough Moms for Liberty chair, who offered a $500 bounty for reporting teachers who discuss racism. Her husband, Jeremy Kaufman, claims that the racism and death threats he tweets attract more Free Staters here. Also, he wants liberals to think that New Hampshire is full of white supremacists, so they'll leave. Next, we have New Hampshire House Majority Leader Jason Osborne and his wife, Sharon, who runs a voucher-funded nonprofit.
As House Majority Leader, Osborne is pressing for the state to deny towns the authority to control their zoning, energy, or budgets. For instance, he spoke in favor of putting an immigrant detention center in Merrimack, regardless what townspeople wanted. He's pressing to stop towns from controlling where data centers or small nuclear reactors can be built. And he's paying parents more each year to send their children to private school and then exhorting them to cap funding for public schools. and that is all before his more recent turn toward Turning Point.
Kelly Ayotte, on the other hand, approaches bills from the viewpoint of the Kochs and the other wealthy behind much of the Free State agenda. This reflects her time serving on the board of the Blackstone Corporation before becoming governor. Blackstone is the nation's largest owner of rental properties, scooped up during the recession. It also invests heavily in data center infrastructure.
Up next, those out-of-state billionaires, their interests, and their influence behind the Free State agenda in New Hampshire.